Well, hello, Brian, SpecialK. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Oh, really good. It's nice to see you as we are in our holiday break. And
hmm
so excited to be doing this video with you about how life is a mirror. And you and I have
Yes.
been in conversation about how to kind of communicate these concepts. And this is a perfect time of year. People have been around their family. They're taking maybe a break from some of their work or their work colleagues. And the idea of how the world shows up to you, what the process of forgiveness might look like related to that. And then we're going
Mhm.
to talk about revocations. And so this video is entitled Life is a Mirror. And we're going to go through a number of concepts with two terrific teachers, one from the 1900s, one from today. So, yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good to see you.
You too. So, do you want me to start off or do you want to?
Yeah, well, I'll start off in terms of our general idea, and then I'm going to turn
Okay.
it to you as we talk about. Today, we're going to discuss the work of Ramana Maharshi, an Indian saint that was born in 1879 in the Tamil district of India. And we're also going to discuss Andrew Bartzitz, a modern day teacher. I don't think we can call him a saint yet, but he's certainly um, a teacher, a transformational teacher that's doing such great work worldwide. So
Mhm.
those are the two teachers we're going to talk primarily about today. But as we were discussing how to frame this video, you and I were concurrent on the effort at A Life Designed, this platform that we've built together, really does take wisdom from the four corners of the globe. And we realize that humans have access to wisdom, whether they're male or female, whatever geography they live in, how old or young they may be, and that the wisdom that you can find inside is literally available to everyone wherever you are. And so, as we celebrate in our videos the wisdom of our coaches and contributors and the teachers that have taught them things that they express in their learnings and their trainings and so on, it's just a reminder that this wisdom resides in all of us. And
Mhm.
so it's nice to be celebrating that on this A Life Design platform with you. So before we go into Ramana Maharshi, you had a paraphrase quote that kind of sparked this conversation about doing our Life is a Mirror video here. What was that?
So, yeah, I don't have the exact quote, but basically, at some point, Ramana Maharshi said, more or less, there's really no need to forgive anyone else because if this person didn't do that thing to you, someone else would have. And basically, the idea behind this is whatever's in your energy field, in your aura, in your consciousness, you're attracting certain events and certain types of circumstances to you. So once you understand that, basically, there isn't any need to like get mad at someone else, hate someone else, try to get revenge on someone else or something. You understand this is just a mirror that's just being held up to me to show me where my consciousness is, where my energies are at, where whatever your inner content is creates this. So that's thoughts, feelings, desires, emotions, fears, assumptions, whatever identity you have, like all of your inner content creates a frequency that's being projected out. The world reflects that frequency back to you like a mirror.
Mhm.
It shows you, what you are. And this is basically how manifestation works. Once you change the inner frequencies, you're changing what you're projecting out. The world reflects those new frequencies back to you. So you see new images in the mirror, basically. There's a lot of different ways to approach that and to shift your energy to manifest new things. We'll talk more about that as we go.
I really appreciate that. In this very popular book that we'll reference, from Ramana Maharshi, here he is in his dhoti, in the 1900s, in India. He wrote with a finger in the dirt. I mean, he was not trying to be a leader. He had enlightenment experience and then shared that experience with others. And so he also permitted people to bring in whatever devotional practices were working for them. So he didn't
Yeah,
have a set, you must meditate this way, you must pray this way, you must live this way. His primary focus was self-inquiry because that's what
yeah,
happened for him. And
yeah,
self-inquiry reminds us of the Greeks, doesn't it? And it reminds us of a modern day teacher like Byron Katie or David
mhm,
Hawkins. Where is the eye of the I? Who would I be without these thoughts? And so in the Who Am I self-inquiry, he recommends that when you have thoughts arise, you ask, who thought the thought? Like, what did the thinking? Just kind of
yeah,
deeper and deeper and deeper into understanding that you have control of your thoughts, and you're actually the author of those thoughts, or as they come and go, you can release them and have them not impact you at all. You don't have to be impacted by the thoughts. And so the idea of, living life and understanding that the world you're in is a mirror of what's going on within you led us to a conversation about, well, once we uncover these patterns that have been repeating, it's the same unhappy romantic dynamic that we're in, or we're repeating raising our children the way our parents raised us, and we swore we weren't going to do that, or the same kind of problems. It's a new job, a new boss, same old problems. As we
mhm,
identify patterns that are repeating, there are so many ways that we offer at a Life Designed and that are offered in the world to change those patterns. Once you identify
mhm,
that the source of that difficulty is here, it's not just a matter of responsibility. You now can take out your pen as the author of your
mhm,
life and rewrite this. You can
mhm.
rewrite this story and have the play that's happening out in front of you be different. And that's when we'll talk about Andrew Bartzitz and his wonderful revocations, that he gave a
Sure.
very straightforward technique that's so effective. We've used it in our lives. I've used it with clients, that there is a process that's simple and straightforward to just redesign what shows up out here by,
Mhm.
using revocations in here. So, um, this idea of self-inquiry. Who am I? Who is thinking the thoughts? Um, it reminds us of, Greek philosophers and other philosophers over time. But is there anything else you want to talk about actually forgiveness in our patterns, in our cultural upbringing? When we have difficulties, we can pinpoint the villain in the story. Oh,
Mhm.
my husband cheated on me. Oh, my child has gotten in trouble and now I need to help them. A storm came and washed the house away. These things actually occur in our field of experience, but how we respond to those, how we can take responsibility for those. Some of those things are, I think, we signed up for when we showed up here. And some of them we've been dragging along with us for years and we don't even realize we're doing it. And we could be separated from and cut loose from those things. But you want to talk about your thoughts about how the first person maybe you forgive is yourself, and then you go to work on polishing your interior mirror.
Yes, there's a lot you bring up there. So yeah, once you realize that you're just attracting certain kinds of relationships, certain kinds of events, and by the way, you can prove this through extensive testing. I was talking about this with one of our other coaches, Zian, recently. Um, you can shift your energy daily, however you want to shift it, then go out in the world and you will see that you get a different response from everyone.
Mhm.
like just in general, you get a different response. You can prove that
Mhm.
life does mirror
Mhm.
your energy.
Well, I'm grateful for Ramana Maharshi in the 1900s and for Andrew Bartzitz today and all the teachers in between. And we share their ideas and their techniques and their concepts to help people design their lives. And so your life is a mirror. We'll teach you how to polish it so that it shines the way you want it to be out in your world. So this
Yeah.
is fun.
And, yeah, and everyone's a teacher. You're a teacher, I'm a teacher, the people watching this are teachers.
Mhm,
So we're creating a community where we can all learn from each other and
mhm,
share information to
mhm,
help teach others as well, so that
mhm,
we can all blossom
mhm,
and grow as human beings.
mhm. We feel very positive about 2025, and we hope some of you will click the link below and become members and join the party over to Life Designed while we all build the life of our dreams. So,
Party
uh,
time.
okay, so thank you so much, Special K, and until the next time, we'll see you guys.
Thank you.